What if I told you that the Chicago Bears could be teetering on the brink of a jaw-dropping trade so monumental, it might rewrite our offensive blueprint overnight, and it all centers on the electrifying DJ Moore? Imagine Moore, our sensational target machine who torched defenses and shattered personal bests in 2023, packing his bags for the bright lights of New York City to reunite with Justin Fields, the quarterback whose cannon arm and improvisational genius first ignited Moore's true potential. Picture the headlines: Fields and Moore reunited. Bears golden duo set to become jet-fueled nightmare for defenses. Hit like, slam that subscribe button on Bears News Fan Report so you don't miss a second of this seismic saga. And slam your thoughts into the comments below, because what we're unpacking today could upend everything we thought we knew about the future of our beloved Bears. Right now, rumors swirl across the league like a Lake Michigan gale. Word is that the New York Jets, fresh off a shocking release of Davante Adams, are scrambling to fill that void with a playmaker of the highest order. Their brass reportedly sees Moore as the perfect fit, someone with blazing speed, sticky hands, and that uncanny ability to turn broken plays into highlight reel touchdowns. Can you imagine Moore breaking free down the sidelines at MetLife Stadium, Fields laser heaving the ball into his hands, and each catch sending shockwaves through the AFC East? The sheer thought sets your pulse racing. Last season, Moore delivered. Career highs: 1,364 receiving yards, 8 touchdowns, and a knack for hauling in contested catches that would make even the most hardened cornerback weep. But let's play out the chessboard. Sources whispered that the Jets could offer a 2027 third-round pick plus a mid-round defensive asset, hoping to tempt Ryan bid play, pose in the parting ways with the wideout. They believe that, in New York's raucous environment, Moore will blossom even further, turning smash-mouth defensive schemes into virtual feeding grounds. Yet here's the rub. What would the Bears actually lose? Chicago has already invested heavily in youth at receiver, drafting Luther Burden III, whose size, leaping ability, and yards after catch prowess look like the future of this offense. Would Poles risk sacrificing that budding talent for a draft pick years down the line? Would the front office gamble on the promise of a potential superstar in the draft instead of the proven excellence Moore has already displayed? The balancing act grows tighter. And let's not gloss over history. The Fields-Moore connection has been a roller coaster of highs and lows. Remember the times they miscommunicated, tipped balls skittering to the turf, or Moore running the wrong route on a crucial third down? Yet when they clicked, it was poetry in motion. Cornerbacks bitten on double moves, safeties outrun on wheel routes, and stadium eruptions so thunderous you felt them in your gut. That flash of syncopated brilliance is why the mere notion of trading Moore cuts like a knife. Consider the bigger picture. Our defense has painstakingly rebuilt under Matt Eberflus, evolving into a ferocious unit that keeps us in every contest. But offense? It has been a patchwork of streaky performances, game plans thrown together on the fly. Moore's departure would not just subtract a dynamic receiver, it would drain our team of the playmaking spark that keeps opposing coordinators up at night. Could Fields maintain his own growth trajectory if his favorite target is leading cheers from the visitors' locker room? Would rookie receivers like Burden or DJ Stewart suddenly be thrust into starring roles before they're ready, exposing them to the harsh glare of intense defensive looks designed to key on them? Meanwhile, the Jets lurk. They envision Moore alongside Garrett Wilson, creating a two-headed monster that would force every defense to spread thin. They're banking on recapturing the magic that briefly flickered in Chicago, believing that Fields and Moore, now wiser and hungrier, could form one of the league's most feared passing duos once again. The question is, will Poles fall for it? Bears Nation, the stakes could not be higher. If Moore stays, our offense retains its top weapon, and Fields keeps his security blanket. The continuity could propel us beyond last year's strides into genuine playoff contention. But if the trade materializes, Chicago will be left clutching draft capital and potential, forced to reassemble its identity around untested pieces. The specter of what might have been would hang over every game like a ghost, whispering that the team traded away its present glory for a hazy future. Every snap we take this season, every third down conversion and red zone drive will feel electrified by the knowledge that a colossal decision looms on the horizon. The coaches are analyzing every route concept, every coverage shell, while the front office weighs the long-term value of draft picks against the immediate impact of proven talent. As fans, we lie awake on cold Chicago nights, replaying highlight reels of Moore's acrobatics, asking ourselves, do we dare let this chapter close? So tighten your scarves, ignite that navy and orange passion, and prepare for the storm. The clock is ticking on one of the most dramatic franchise-defining choices in recent memory. Will the Bears stay true to the explosive identity forged by Moore and Fields, or will they gamble on an uncertain tomorrow? The answer could redefine the Windy City's grittier destiny. Bears fans, it's time to rise from the ashes, the embers of our pride still smoldering beneath the frost-bitten sentimentality that shackled us for too long. This isn't just a game, it's blood, sweat, and tears pulsing through the veins of our city, through the very heart of Hollis Hall where the echoes of legends haunt the halls. Imagine for a moment, the locker room is electric with discontent. Whispers slaking the air, the defending champions in the North are no longer seen as mere rivals. They're the shards of our shattered dreams, our crucible of pain. What if this fractures the last stitch of unity we have left? What if the guitar strings of our defense snap in the winds of change? Coaches looking sideways, eyes darting from player to player, unsure who'll take the heat when the spotlight burns their shadows into the turf of Soldier Field under cover of night. Can you feel it? The thrill mingled with dread as a coaching schism could reshape the entire scheme on the fly. Will it bring about the sparks needed to take down the Green Bay Titans? Or will it ignite a firestorm from within? Here's the thing. If the winds shift too violently, who among us will be left picking up the pieces of this tarnished legacy? We remember our gods. Butkus tearing plays apart like tissue paper. Singletary's monumental hits that turned giants into dust. Ehrlicher orchestrating a symphony of punishment. Hester defining what it meant to bring fear upon every kickoff. We ache for that glory, for the ghosts of '85, the promise of '06, the near misses of 10 and 8. And now our steel resolve keeps us tethered, eyes wide open against the darkness of uncertainty. The fog of doubt clings to us like the bitter chill of a winter's evening along the lakefront, where waves crash against concrete, a siren's call for strength. Yet there's a sense that the ice beneath our feet is cracking. Fans, listen closely. As we wade deeper into this turmoil, if this fracture in the secondary widens, who stands ready to pick up the shards once the confidence splinters? Will Fields of Valor bear witness to another bloodbath, or will our colors run dark with betrayal? If this gamble fails, who will be left holding the dog-eared playbook littered with regrets? Each snap of the ball, could it echo louder than each perfectly placed word spoken in the huddle? Our navy and orange heart beats. But do we still have what it takes to drown out the clamor of despair? Before our eyes lies an unremitting countdown to the next pivotal moment. What's left hanging in the balance is everything we demand as ardent believers in this franchise that once radiated authority. The anticipation crushes us, and with it comes a simmering rage that threatens to boil over. For one monumental error can turn the tide into an unforgettable catastrophe. As we glance across the field, the fearsome knowledge that time slips away like grains of sand in the wind. Where is the identity of our beloved Bears? Will we wave our banner of hope only to watch it wither in the storm, or will we chart our course through this tumultuous sea once more? Bears Nation, the question looms. Are you ready to stand together and roar back against adversity, arms raised and hearts ablaze? Or will the specter of mediocrity stifle our fire, leaving us yearning for the passion of yesteryears? Smash that, like if your heart's pounding harder than the class beneath the lights of Soldier Field, if your hackles rise with every warning that history hangs by a thread, and comment now if you're ready to bleed navy and orange through every turbulence and triumph that awaits us in this relentless pursuit for glory.